Good morning to all. Today we are going to talk about conduction of the heartbeat. Okay, conduction of the heartbeat. In the conduction of the heartbeat, actually, in the heart is four chambers: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. So in the heart, actually four is very important. One is sinoatrial node, atrioventricular node, and bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. In the sinoatrial node, it is present in the upper part of the right atrium. So in the upper part of the right atrium is called a sinoatrial node. This is a natural pacemaker. So in the human being during the embryonic stage, when the developed in the mother womb, the sinoatrial node, SA node, it's a natural pacemaker. It starts the conduction of the electrical impulses. It's called the origin and conduction of the heartbeat. It started from where means sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node. So in the sinoatrial node, it's a natural pacemaker. It has to conduction of the electrical impulses in the two atriums, right atrium and left atriums. When this electrical impulses has to impulse as generated around the atrium has to contraction. So in the heart function of the atrium contraction and the heart contraction, heart relaxation, why it happen means because of the electrical impulses as generated. So in the first step, the sinoatrial node, it is called a natural pacemaker. It is present upper part of the upper part of the right atrium. It is a small bundle of the muscle. Okay, in the sinoatrial node has to conduction of the electrical impulse in the right atrium as well as in the left atrium. So the atrium has to be contraction. After this electrical impulses has generated into the AV node. It is another one small bundle of the electrical important one place. So the electrical impulse has generated into the AV node. So it is present where means in the atrioventricular septum. It is present where in the atrioventricular septum. In between the atrium and ventricle is present. So it is called the atrioventricular septum. So in this impulse generated into the atrioventricular septum, then it goes to where means in the bundle of His. When the electrical impulse is generated into the bundle of His, then ventricle has to start to contraction. Ventricle start to contraction. Then this impulse has generated into the around the Purkinje fibers. The ventricle has to contraction as well as next to what is mean ventricle has to relaxation. Okay, so just this origin and conduction of the heartbeat. Okay, so easy to know about the ECG. ECG nothing but it's a P wave P Q R S T. Just a four letters. That's all. So P Q R S T. P Q R S T wave. So P wave means nothing but atrial depolarization. What is meant by atrial depolarization? The atrium contraction. Atrial depolarization means what? Atrium contraction. When both atrium has to contract, it is called atrium depolarization. How it happen means sinoatrial node triggering this function. The sinoatrial node has triggered the both atrium. The atrium has to contraction. It is called a P wave. It goes to upward. Then small gap. It is a between this gap. Next QRS. QRS means nothing but so after the AV node, this high amount of the electrical impulse generated around the ventricle. It is called what? It is called what? Ventricular depolarization. It is meaning is called what? Ventricle has to contraction. Next to ventricular repolarization means nothing but so around the ventricles in this area, so ventricle has to relax the state. It is called a ventricular repolarization. It is a what kind of wave? T wave. So P, it is a atrial contraction, atrial depolarization. QRS means nothing but ventricular depolarization or ventricular contraction. T wave is called what? Ventricular repolarization is meaning what? Ventricular relaxation. Okay, so but in the book is a lot of the information is given. What is the timing, send the signal. Okay, but it is easy to know about what is a concept. What does it mean by heartbeat? So easy to know everyone. What is a heartbeat? Okay, and it is a relation to what the ECG. Okay, so SA node, conduction of the electrical impulse, SA node to AV node to the bundle of his to Burgundy fibers. Okay, so this video is nice and is good for you. Mean just your subscription of the Sidhu Biology. It's a YouTube channel. Okay, the second video. Thank you to all.